among the chasing club, Sheffield United, who have the pedigree and the support to climb higher. Today's threat came from leaders Norwich, no doubt on their way back to the First Division, after being relegated and still winning the Milk Cup last time round.
Good play by John Dean, it's still in. Shannon, good tackle. Oh, and it's an own goal!
A year ago this weekend, Norwich City went chirping home from Wembley, winners of the Milk Cup. They were halfway up the First Division, but they won only 3 more games and toppled off their perch into relegation. But Norwich come to Bramall Lane today, 8 points clear at the top of the Second Division, with 5 new Canaries signed in the summer, and with manager Ken Brown declaring there'll be no complacency this year.
Well, people say that we've got a good little leeway at the top there, but as it's proved in the past, nothing was ever won until the end. We thought we were safe last year. We weren't. If I remember coming to Sheffield a few years before that, we had a great run to get promotion the same way. So it's got fond memories really, you know, Sheffield.
But in the Sheffield United dressing room, there's a confident air based on 30 goals this season from their leading strikers. Keith Edwards has 17, Peter Withe has 30. So 5 minutes gone, and still the score sheet blank. Mistake by Bolton. He may yet retrieve it. Bruce was playing the ball onside. Edwards. Well, it was Bruce who dropped off and opened up the possibility. Barham. All the possibilities here. Got left back Dean up there. And that's an own goal. It's gone in off Paul Smith. Well, Dean turning up in the penalty area has been causing problems, and when he played the cross in there, Paul Smith trying to get it away, put it past his own goalkeeper. 1-0 to Norwich, and we've been playing 7 minutes. Culverhouse to Mendham. Dean, very influential in the game so far, John Dean. Williams' cross got all the way through to Mendham. Oh, I think they were looking for a little better there. Williams hit the cross hard. He eluded several players in the middle, but reached Mendham, and he'll be disappointed his shot wasn't on target. Drinkle. Tripped by McNaught. So it'll be Barham to take it. And any one of 5 to aim for. Barham leaving it for Dean and himself for Williams and going in to make a 6th. Williams couldn't find any of them. Now onside. Away goes Morris. Edwards making tracks to get into the middle. Foley going too. Withe at the back post, and it's Withe that it comes to, and the header is turned in by Edwards, and that's a good goal. And it was a very intelligent pull away of the experienced striker Peter Withe that made it possible. Deep beyond the back post, and the header back in, and then Keith Edwards, as ever, poaching in the 6-yard area for his 18th goal of the season. Coming up 4 minutes from half-time. This could fall, and Drinkle has got it. The referee calling on the physio to have a look at Drinkle, and whether he is actually given the goal or not, I'm not sure. And the goal stands. Sheffield United paid the penalty for a little bit of slack covering deep in their own half. Drinkle had the space and made it tell. His 21st goal of the season. A foul. Referee has a word with McNaught for his challenge on Drinkle. Barham. Possibilities here as Mendham arrives and scores! The old-fashioned cutback from the goal line. Dean involved again, and Mendham made no mistake with that one. Phelan's throw. Dean again. Barham. Those little turns of his causing problems in the penalty area. Biggins, that was deflected, and Burridge reacted well. Ball spun up at an uncomfortable trajectory for him, and he changed his mind about what he'd originally intended to do with great agility and alacrity. Attendance just under 12,000, best here for 3 months. Bolton, again the flag stays down, Edwards is there and has scored again. Now that'll set up the last 7 or 8 minutes for Sheffield United. Keith Edwards gets a very characteristic goal. He's been laying up on the offside line, and when the ball was played through long, the flag stayed down and Edwards made the execution. Lewington. Smith needs to go back again quickly. Watson underneath it. Then Dean. Now Biggins. Williams. Problems here. Barham. Got Biggins in the middle. Goes in on his own and scores. And that settles it. 4-2. Well, that was always the danger with Sheffield United being pulled forward. And when Barham found himself onside, played in with the goal in front of him, all he needed to do was keep his head, and he did that admirably. Mark Barham's 8th goal of the season, and just as they did in September, Norwich have scored 4 times against Sheffield United. A couple of minutes left. A couple of minutes that are in many ways more important to Sheffield United than they are to Norwich City. Now here's Biggins going in and making it 5, and it's a rout. And nobody will be more pleased than Wayne Biggins, the Sheffield lad, back on his native soil, sealing the victory with Norwich City's 5th goal. 5-2 now. And that's a final scoreline that leaves Ken Brown a happy man as he contemplates the run into promotion.
No chickens counted yet. When that's physically impossible not for us not to go up, then I'll accept it, not otherwise.
You don't look a worried man to me, then.
I don't believe in worrying. I get a bit agitated and a bit concerned, and I feel a lot for players and spectators in general. I'm part of a team that's doing quite well, thank you very much.
Reporting on that feast of goals, Gerald Sinstadt. Following that defeat, Sheffield United manager Ian Porterfield was at the centre of a crowd demonstration in which fans again called for his resignation. Norwich's win puts them 11 points clear of Portsmouth, who didn't play. Wimbledon and Charlton were both held to 1-1 draws at home, so Brighton and Hull closed the gap with good, if narrow, wins.
The world was moving, she was